you want. And have you done these on paper already too?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, once you try them, we'll take a look at them. Or do you feel like these are problems for you, or?
These ones are easy for me.
Because this is perfect. You got your minus 10 here. You got plus 7, or you can even write just plain old 7. Minus 8 plus pi. You change that to 10. The only thing with this, I would have maybe made that just plain old minus 3 instead of writing. But either way, it's still 10 minus 3, so that should be 7.
Okay.
Hey, let's try this one here. Try that.
So this, that would be plus.
Good job. 2 minus is a plus.
And then do I just bring down the minus?
I would, yeah.
Okay. And then, wait. So do I get? Is this just plus 3?
Well, the way we teach it, we teach
Do that.
two minuses for sure is a plus, and you could write that plus 10, or you could have just wrote that 10. But right here, a minus and a plus, we combine that into just one minus.
Okay.
Is that what your teacher wants you to do? Because right here, this is what you're doing. You took this and made it a minus.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't write plus minus right here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's what she wants you to do. So this is the single sign. Don't keep this a double sign.
Okay.
Alright, let's try that. Good.
Okay, so I just keep it as plus 3.
I would make this positive 10 first, or plus 10, whatever you like to write. Good. And now, instead of writing minus plus 3, you should just write just plain one old minus, right? Just one minus. Just plain 3 right there. There you go. Because subtracting positive 3 is the same as just minus 3.
Okay.
So now you have positive 10, right?
Yeah, so that'd be
Minus 3.
So that'd be positive 7.
Yes, ma'am. Perfect. Easy 7. Good job. And these pens are a little weird, right?
Yeah.
So if I gave you this, I'm like, okay, how's that? What if I gave you negative 12, and I'm having you subtract positive 8. Try that. Because we don't like all those doubles. We like to get single signs a lot.
So positive.
Yeah, good job.
And then just minus
Good.
8.
Yep.
So that's supposed to be positive 4.
Good job. Good job. I like how you changed this to single signs, and you didn't write this minus plus. You just made it nice and easy to look at, this one single sign right there. Good job, bro. So you might want to change that to 6 right there. Good job. Excellent. How about your comparisons there? Are you okay with those?
Yeah.
You know the bigger the negative it is, the smaller it is, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Yep. Perfect. Yep. The smaller negative number is the bigger that. 0 obviously bigger than negative 2. Oh, so these are having you do a little bit of math first. So 1 and 1 equal. Good job. 5 less than 1. Pi is less than 2 pi. All right.
I'm confused. Yeah.
Want to check those out? Because we don't teach those using the number line.
Yeah.
Because we know it's a little dicey, and you know what? But I'm kind of weak on these too, so we'll work together on this. So I know when you have your number line.
Because it goes 11 to 14, and I was like confused because like one line is supposed this is supposed to be a negative and it's supposed to be positive, and I was just like confused on
I'm
that.
confused too, but I think when they give you like the first negative number,
Yeah.
that means you're starting right away at negative 5. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, right here. So that's your very first start, negative 5. and then it has you adding. So adding means from here, if it's plussing, you're going to the right. If it's subtracting, you're going to the left.
Right.
But with this double sign here, it's tricky because if you're adding a negative, you're getting more negative, right? So kind of, I would like maybe before you do these number line ones, to ease your confusion, change all double signs.
Okay.
So go for it. So that would be just -5 minus 2. So I think they have you go like this, right? You draw the arrow here or something.
Yeah.
So that's your -5. And then if you're subtracting 2 more from that, that's where you're ending up here at -7, right?
Okay.
So maybe that's the way you're doing it.
Yeah.
So this equals -7. Is that good? All right, Theo, good work with you, brother. I'll see you later.
Can you give me like a
100%. Yeah. Or how about, let me get a number line here so I can copy it on there. All right, I'll have you do these right on here, and then I can make up a trillion if you want. But here's a nice, neat number line for you. So, again, for something like this, it looks like you have no double signs at all, right? So that looks like you're starting at 0, going, left 6, and then from there, then going right 6, and then back up to 0.
Start at 0.
And then -6 has you do an arrow here. Perfect, that's -6. And then from there, we're adding 6, so we're going right back to 2. Yep. And then, is this how she's having you do it? Is she having you draw little arrows, or do you know exactly how she wants you to show that?
Yeah, like this.
Okay. All right, so this guy looks like you want to change double signs first. Let me bring this down a little bit for you. All right, so change that double sign first.
Okay. Wait, so would this just be, like -9?
Yep, the -9 doesn't change because
Okay.
there's no double sign in front of it.
-9, this would be just +8?
Yep, so write that right, -9 plus 8. Let me get your pen right here. There you go. So yeah, with the double signs gone, -9
And then positive.
plus 8. Perfect, yep.
Okay.
So that means you're starting at 0.
Right. And then going to -9.
Yep, left 9. Good.
And then I go to 8. Or
Yeah.
I move 8 this way.
Yep, and then from that -9 spot, then you're going 8 to the right because you're positive, and then where do you end up? 6.
So,
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Pretty close. Okay, let's do this fancy color for you. So you got going left 9, perfect, right? And then from there you went right 8. And ended up right here.
Okay.
So left 9, positive 8. Whoops. A little further, you end up right here at -1. Good job. Good job. All right, here's another double sign. So you got a minus minus 1.
So positive 1.
Yep. Good.
And then positive 8.
How are you getting positive 8?
Oh, sorry. Wait, negative 8.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
So it looks like positive 1. You're not going to the left. You're going to go.
Okay, wait, that's positive.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and then I go. So I start at.
So 0 to 1.
Okay. 0.
Ooh, are you going positive 1 or negative?
Oh, positive.
Yep, so let's undo that. See this little undo button. Because, yeah, you were going in that negative direction. There you go. So, yeah, you want to start from that dot and go to the right one. Yeah, because it's positive.
Okay.
Good, right there. That's 1.
Okay.
And then what do you do from there?
I go to negative 8. So.
Yeah. So from 1, now you're going left 8 spots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So negative.
Right at negative.
6.
It's negative 6.
Or is it negative 7?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure negative 7. Yep. All right, let's do a couple of those. You ready? Let's do it nice and big so you can see the right page. All right, girl, I'm gonna give you a -5 plus -8. So change those doubles first for sure. Good, good.
Positive.
Yeah, +5, good.
And then that's negative. Oh, no, that's positive. Wait, what? Oh, that's, positive 8. Wait, right?
I think the only thing that ever makes anything positive in math in terms of double sign has to be 2 negatives or 2 positives, right?
Okay.
Anything else is always minus, right?
So,
Yep. -8. Yep. All right, so that tells you where to start.
Okay.
Tells you your direction. It tells you from there where you're going.
And then go to positive 8.
Good, right 5. That's a +5 right there on the nose. Good.
And then I go.
I'll just go red. Take red here. And then now from that 5, you go
1,
back.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Yep, right there. Good job. That's a better way of doing it. I think count before you draw your arrow. Beautiful. Right there. Where do you end it?
-3.
Yep. So +5, -8 gives you -3. Good job, girl. That looks really good. Let's make this nice and neat so you can see it later if you want. So this is +5 to the right, and this is -8 to the left, and end up right here at -3. And I like how you counted because you were able to know exactly where to draw your line. That's smart. Good job, girl. How about one more of those, and we'll move on.
Okay.
Because we don't want to use others. You're smarter than that. All right, this one, I'm going to give you a. Hey, I'm going to give you this. So you only have one double sign change right there.
So that's. Is that positive? That's positive. No, negative 3.
Yep, never positive. Never positive or 2 positives or 2 negatives. Anything else?
Sorry.
Good, that didn't change. Good.
Okay.
Now we're.
Okay.
Good, yep, that's negative 3.
Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't go from there though. You want to go from where you left off because you're already left 3.
Oh,
right?
sorry.
So you don't say sorry. Great. There you go, right from there, yep.
Wait, so that's. What's it?
So negative 3, taking away 4 more gives you a whole bunch of negatives. Negative 7, good job. And what they're trying to really help you see, if you have 2 clearly negative numbers like this, they give you a big fat negative number, right? But they're also teaching you double signs like this, where 2 negatives together is always positive, right? But what happens, people start to mix these up. See how this isn't just 2 negatives right next to each other, 2 negative numbers? But people see this, like, oh, this is plus, because these are 2 negatives. I'm like, no, that's not a double sign, those are 2 negative numbers. Combine them, and then people have, oh, you didn't subtract right here, how come you didn't get 1? And it's trippy because with numbers, make positive, negative, 2 negatives make an even bigger negative. All right, good job, baby. But yeah, positive negatives are tough for some people. Let's move back to your page here. That's a little glimpse of your work in the future. All right. So these are timesing ones.
Wait, these ones?
Yep, because see how there's no plus or minus here? Timesing. So how are your times tables, or do they let you use a calculator in class? They don't. How are your times tables?
They're okay. They're like the basics.
Okay, that's 4, and it's not plus 8. That's negative 4 times 8.
Okay. So I don't know what 4 times is.
Do you know what 4 times 2 is?
Yeah. 8.
What's 4 times 3?
9. Wait, no, sorry, that's 3 times 7. 4, no.
What's 4 times 2?
8.
What's 4 more added to 8?
I know, 4 times 5 is,
20?
yeah.
So what's 4 times 6?
20.
24?
Yeah.
What's 4 times 7? 4 more.
25, 6, 27, 28,
28.
29, 30, 32.
Yep.
Okay.
So sometimes when you're doing times tables and you don't know like a bigger ones, like build up from the ones you know.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Alright, so negative 4 times 8, you got it, it's 32.
Okay.
But now the trick is it a negative 32 or is it positive 32? That's the trick.
Negative?
Yep. Anytime, just like changing double signs, a plus and a minus.
32, right?
Yep. Always minus. Good job, lady.
Okay.
Before we look at this math, do you think this is going to be a positive answer or a negative answer?
Positive.
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay, so
5
5,
times
10,
7.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yep.
Okay, so
Good job.
30.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
I don't know how to divide.
And then just know that we could just write it as plain old 35 too if you don't even want to write the plus with it. All right, this one, if you're doing division, you're dividing this 9 into this 45. If you're using a calculator, you type the top number in first. If you're doing long division, have you been doing long division?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
So how about this? When you're doing a problem like this, don't be putting negatives in there because that causes confusion. So look at this. Is this going to be a negative or a positive answer?
So positive. Or sorry. Negative. Sorry.
Yep, because one's negative. So you know it's going to be a negative answer, right?
Right.
So when I do this, I don't put a negative in there because that causes confusion. So I know it's going to be negative. Now, do you know what number times 9 gives you 45? So you know what to do once you know that it's 5.
Do I just put like 5?
Yep, you don't put it over the 4 because you're not going to the 4. You're going to put it over the 5.
Okay. Wait, why don't I put it over the 4?
Because you're going 9 into 45. You're not doing 9 into 4. If I was going if this was 95, then 9 could go into 9, right? Then you would put the 1 over it. But since you're not going into the 4 too small, you're going to this, put it in the last one. And now you times these and write that right underneath the 45.
Wait, so I write 45
Yeah. Because once you figure out that number, you times these two, and you put that under here, and subtract it away. And if you get 0, that means that's a whole number answer, no remainder, no decimal.
So that's just 5?
And it's going to be
-5.
Yep, -5.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
So if I would have gave you if it would have been like this, +5 or -5?
Positive.
Yep, you would have positive. All right, let's give you another. How about this one? Let's give you a -40. So before you even think about long division, positive, negative. Yeah, you go. Good job.
Where's that?
Anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. So
Okay.
what goes in front? What goes in the yeah, good.
So I do first, how many times does 5 go into a 4? Or
And it's too small, right?
Yeah.
So don't go 5 into 4. Now go 5 into 40.
8. So do I put the 8 over the 4 or the 0?
Or are you dividing 5 into 4 or are you dividing 5 into 40?
40.
Yep, so over to 0. Yep, right there. Good job. So that will give you a positive 8. Very nice.
Okay.
Good job. You're doing good. All right, this one right here. This one, before you do any division, you do all the work on top and bottom first. So can you see that? That's -17 plus 5. So now they're having you, without even a number line, start to deal with your negatives.
So maybe 22.
That would be -22 if I add -17 with another -5. Then that would combine to
Oh, wait,
make
so
that
what do I
-22. So whenever you have a positive and negative number, don't combine them together.
Okay.
Do in your head, what is 17 taking away 5 in your head? What would that be?
Oh, so it's 17 minus 5.
What would that be? Just do it in your head.
13.
Close. 1.
14.
More.
12.
12, right? So put 12 right here. Because you found the difference of them. Now the trick of these two numbers, girl, which is bigger?
17.
Is 17 negative or positive?
Negative.
So you know there's going to be excess negative.
Right,
that's gonna
since
be
this is
negative.
the one that's bigger.
Yep. Because really, when you're dealing with this problem, this is 17 negative charges, and you have 5 positive charges. Negatives and positives cancel away, and you're left with all these excess negatives. Does that kind of make sense? So when you have 2 negative numbers, you have 3 negative charges with 2, you get a whole bunch of negatives. But whenever you have one number positive and one number negative, you always just subtract the 2 numbers in your head. Like I see this 4 and 8. If I take away 8 minus 4, what's that?
8 minus 4?
Yep.
Is 4.
Yep, so that's 4. But now worry about the sign. Is it positive 4 after doing this little subtraction? Notice I didn't get 12 here, right? Or is it negative?
Wait, I'm confused.
Because right here, see how this is positive 4
Right?
and negative 8?
Yeah.
I didn't plus them. I didn't plus these because they're both not positive, and I didn't plus these because they're both not negative, right?
Yeah.
So what I did is I have you take 8, take away 4 in your head, you get 4. Now, is this 4 negative? Which number is bigger here?
8.
Is 8 positive or negative? That minus tells you.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is negative, right?
It's kind of confusing.
It is confusing.
Because there's like 4 is different here.
Yeah, I don't like how there's a 4 and 8. I'll give you a problem where the numbers aren't the same. That's kind of confusing. So when you divide this, what would this give you? Is it going to be a positive answer or a negative answer?
Oh, it's going to be positive.
Yes, now it's up to you to divide 4 into 12. So it's not 1.
Yeah. It's not 2.
2 is close. 4 times 2 is 8, right?
It's 3.
Yep. Ready. Good job. And if no remainder, you don't got to worry about decimals. But I think some of your problems have decimals.
Yeah.
So let's do one more of those before we break out some of the decimals. This one nice and neat. Real. There you go, girl. They're going to have you do the work on top and bottom first and then divide. So no double signs.
Okay, so just do I have 6 minus 2.
So they're both negative. So it looks like I'm going to get a whole bunch of negatives.
So that's wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's -4.
Sure.
Well, because I'm not.
Well, you have 6 negatives and you combining them with 6 more negatives. How many negatives do you get? Let me see. Can I give you a little lesson?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 'Cause I know I'm confusing you because if you do a number line, this is what it all boils down to, lady. I'll show you. Alright. Always after you change double signs, ladies, after you've dealt with those double signs that you've been doing, changing that to plus, once you do that, then you just look at what you got. If you have 2 numbers that are both positive or both negative, though they always combine together to get either more positives or more negatives. When numbers are like the same, both positive, big whole bunch of positives. Here, it's tricky because it looks like you're subtracting, but you got to look beyond that now. These are positive, negative problems. This isn't subtracting. This is 2 negative numbers combining to a bigger negative number. And what throws people off, Camille, all they're taught minus means subtract. But when I show them this, like, what? You didn't subtract. It really messes people up. The only time in math you ever really subtract is when one number is positive and one number is negative. That's the only time you really subtract. And then after you subtract and get that answer, like 10 minus 6 is 4, 12 minus is 9, then after you found that difference of them, see I did plus right here, then whatever number is bigger, that sign goes on. So if you look right here, see how this is positive? Positive. See how this is negative? That's negative. So if you could memorize that, you
Wait,
get it.
how is this positive?
Because I have 6
Because
negatives
positive is
and I have 10 positive. I have 6 negative charges and I'm adding 10 positive charges. Yep, and then these 6 and these 6 positives, see ya, cancel away what's left over. 4 positives. You see how that works?
Yeah.
Alright, but just know, when I was your age, I didn't even understand these nearly as good as you, and it took years and years for me to start getting it. So you're already ahead of me. It will come with practice the more you do this too, I promise. All right, let's finish these up. Let's get the decimals. How are you doing? You need a little break? Are you doing okay?
Okay.
Because we're almost done, right? Okay, your last set is changing fractions to decimals.
Yeah.
So for these, I'll show you one. You always take any number that we give you, and you always set up that long division the right way. Right? You've got to get that top number. We used to teach this. Think of it as like it's raining on this number, and if you set it up right, you'll have a roof over its head. Or if you do the long division wrong, it's still raining on. But once you set it up right, then it's 5 can't go into 2 too small, right? So since you can't go here, that lets you add a decimal.
Yeah, I know it's hard.
Sweet. And then let's see it.
Yeah.
All right. Unique.
Wait, how'd you get 4?
Because now with the 0 right here, now it's what times 5 gives me 20.
Oh, okay.
And the only number times 5 that gives me 20 is 4. That's why this is 0.4. It's not
Okay.
4, it's 0.4. And this gives me, so that is 0.4. And right here, this is a terminating decimal. It stops.
Okay, I want to try.
If you're doing one that doesn't terminate, goes on forever, that's not, so if you 8 over 1.
Oh. Should I just do
Oh, that one, yeah. 7 divided by 11. So first question, did you write the long division the right way?
Yeah.
Sure. Top number's getting rain on it, right?
Right.
Is it still raining on the 7?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't have a rip over it. The 7 got it inside. So you can have to do that. There you go. Perfect. Yep. If you don't set it up the right way, you're sunk. So I don't know how can you remember bottom and the bottoms?
Yeah.
Now 11 can't go into 7, right?
So
So you go to the decimal, and that lets you.
wait, a 0.
Yep, bring down a 0.
Wait, so that's 11 times 70? Or 11 times 7?
Well, that would be close, but that would give you 77, which is too big. You can't go over that. So lower than 7.
Wait, what?
So if you put 7 up there, right? And then what you do once you get that number up there, you time these two. So 7 times 11 would have gave me 77. But see how that's bigger than 70?
Yeah.
That means this was too big of a number.
So I have to go down?
Yep, you gotta go back.
So 6?
Yep, 6. You never want, when you time these, you never want that number big. So now times 6 times that.
66.
Put that under here. Yep. Now subtract those two. Yep. Good job. Yep. Now what do you do?
Remainder 4.
Well, nope, you want to keep going, right? So now that you're going here, that lets you break down another 0. And now do 11 into 40, and whatever that is, that's going to be right here next to this.
4 is 2.
Too big, yep, you don't want to go 4.
So it's 3.
Yep.
So, and then, so 11 times.
Let's shrink this down a little bit for you so you got more room.
11 times 3 is 33.
Yep.
So 33 is
Because this process goes on forever and
Yeah.
never stops, so keep going. So yeah, you're right. 33, right? Good, perfect.
So 7.
Yep. Well, don't put that
Oh,
number
I
up
know.
there
Okay,
yet.
yeah.
So now, where are you in the process?
Yep. Yeah, bring down the 0.
Every time you keep going over, you can put them down 0.
Okay. Okay. So now I'll let how much time is
Don't want to go over.
well, that's 77, so do I just do 6 again?
Yep. I'll show you what this one ends up with.
Okay.
So I would put that 6 right up here. So that's what you're trying to write. Here.
Wait, I put the 6 now?
Yeah, because you did 11 and a 7.
Oh,
right?
so I'm back to. Oh, okay.
So you're back to the same
okay,
process.
okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So 4.
And that lets you get down to 0. And guess what? The next number is going to be up there.
Right here. Wait.
11 and 40.
Yeah, so I'm back to.
Yep.
So 30.
So before you put 33, what do you got to put up here? Because that's what you're trying to get to. What those are? Yep. There you go. And see how this one is going to keep giving you the same numbers over and over again? I guarantee you, if you would have kept going, girl, you would have got another 6 and another 3 and another 6 and another 3. This is a non-terminating decimal. It's going on forever.
Oh, okay.
So we write it like this. See the numbers that are repeating?
Yeah.
We put a bar over those. And we write it just like this.
When do you think I should stop and just put like a not one?
You stop, like if you're doing a problem like this, girl, like 2/3, you're doing 3 into 2, and that goes 6. See how I keep getting 6s?
Yeah.
So as soon as you see the same number repeat, you can put a bar over that number right away. But it's the weird ones. You'll get these weird ones that give you like 0.35, 35, 35. Then you put the bar over the 3 and the 5 because it's 35, 35, 35, 35. So you want to make sure that's repeating. That's so the bar goes over. You wouldn't want to just put it over 3 because that's showing something.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. You want to do 1.
Wait, so it says right.
So this is 0.63, and since it didn't stop,
So it's.
non-terminating.
I get it.
Where the one that we did right here when I did this example, terminating stop.
Right.
All right, do the last one 8 into 1. They could do
Where do you see it?
1 over 8. So the trick is
Yeah.
set. Good job, nailed it right there.
Okay, so 18
Point 10, good.
So that's 80.
So how many times is 8 going to 10? Or what times 8 is you set first and 10?
2.
That would give you 16. That's too big. I want to do 2.
So 3.
That would give you 24. You gotta go smaller, bro.
Oh, wait.
What times 8 is you set close to 10? What's 8 times 0?
0.
What's 8 times 1?
8.
Wouldn't it be 1 right there?
What?
This is going to be your 1.
Oh.
because 1 times 8, 8 is the closest 10 that you would get. If you would have put a 2 right here, you would have ended up with 16 too big. So you see how it's 1?
Yeah.
Now times 1 times 8, you get.
So 1 times 8?
Yep, and put that underneath the 0.
Yeah.
But 1 times 8 isn't 1 though. 1 times 8 is 1 times 8.
8.
8, so put 8 right there. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I think you're overthinking things.
I am.
10, you're overthinking. Don't stress. I've seen this happen. Your brain's getting over. Because 10 minus 8, what's that?
Two.
Okay. Now what do you do? Because you gotta keep going.
So, bring down 0.
Yep, bring down a 0. Get. Now what do you do? How many times can I times 8 by to get something close to 20?
8 times 3.
Move 24 too big.
2.
Yep.
So 16.
Yep.
So 2.
Yep, right there. Good job, lady.
So 4.
Yep. Now keep
0.
going.
This is long term.
I think it's going to terminate right here. Watch. Because you're going to bring down one more 0, right? Now, one more time. What times 8 gives me something close to 4? 1 times 8 gives me
5.
4. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have no remainder. So what kind of decimal is this?
2.
Terminating stop. Good job. And then you are not alone. The majority of my high school students cannot do long division.
COVID kind of messed that up.
I gotta have them use calculators because the math I'm teaching them, I don't have time to teach them long division. So the year
I get it now.
It's tough though, huh?
Yeah. Kind of confusing.
It's confusing because it's got a lot of plus and minuses. And then right here, when you start dealing with positive, negative problems, then you're like, man, is this positive 2, negative 2? It's just like overwhelming.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm proud of you. What you did. So I'm going to save this video for you.
Okay, yeah.
So you can watch it if you want to go to sleep or to help you if it will help you.